Pretty much everybody in day trading talks about focusing on the biggest percent gainers of the day. I wholeheartedly agree. I think it's one of the best ways to spot that great trade of the day, as well as kind of identify trends, because hey, maybe you're busy, maybe you got things going on, you can't trade every day, but the great thing about focusing on the big gainers is you can see what's hot in the market, so when the time comes when you can trade, you're ready, you know what the themes are, etc. So today, I'm going to talk about running these gainers and what to look for. Hey everyone, lead trainer with StocksToTrade, Tim Bohen here. Be sure to subscribe and ring that bell to be alerted as soon as a new video hits. You know, the great thing about when you ring that bell, you get an alert on your phone. We go live quite frequently, and maybe you'll be at the doctor's office, you get an alert and you know that we're going live, and instead of sitting there bored, you can see us break down a chart. So be sure to ring that bell and get notified as soon as a new video hits. So today I'm going to talk about why, you know, the what, the how, and the why of these big gainer scans. So obviously I'm a little biased representing StocksToTrade here. It's my favorite trading platform, but full disclosure, you can find some of these tools on other platforms as well. So one of the biggest things I'm going to look for is just what I call a basic gainers scan. So what this stock is going to do is, you know, it's going to filter based on volume, price range, as well as percent gain, because you know, for me, and this may vary by a lot of traders, I don't really care about the less than $1 stock. Now maybe you're a little different. Maybe you don't care about stocks over $1. So the biggest criteria you're focusing on are the dollar range. You know, if you've got a small account, it doesn't matter if a $1,000 stock is gapping up 20%. It's going to be pretty tough to trade a $1,000 per share stock if you got $500 in your account. It's impossible, okay? But so focus on price, then focus on percent gain, okay? We care about that because that could, you know, we don't care if a $50 stock is up $5 because it's such a small percentage. You know, we want a $50 stock to be up 20%, just like we want a $5 stock to be 20%. So focus on percent gain, and then the other thing is volume, okay? Volume is going to vary through the day, but if it's pre-market, if it's 9 a.m.-ish as we go into the day, you're going to be looking for hundreds of thousands of shares traded. Ignore illiquid stocks. You don't want to be stuck in illiquid stocks. So you can see I'm filtering by the last price, which is the last print, percent change, volume, and then I also want to know if there's news or not. So now the news will vary, but the great thing about this scan is it just tells me if there is a recent news article today. You know, so now I can do my due diligence further, but it's going to break it down. It's going to tell me whether or not it has news, and that makes it interesting or not interesting to me, depending on what the news is. Next thing is one of my favorite tools, and that's the new high-a-day scan. This is I think, underappreciated tool, and I don't know how many traders necessarily follow this. Well, I know a lot of veteran day traders all follow it. I don't know how many newer traders use it, because what this does is it tells you every stock that has made a new high of day and how many times it's made a new high of day. So if you see a stock, especially as you're going in the afternoon, that hits a new high of day and it's done that repeatedly through the day, that tells you got to bring up that chart and see what's going on with this stock, because we talk about strong charts, weak charts, and if you're curious about those terms or any terms I talk about, hit our library. We got hundreds of videos breaking down these terms. But when I see a stock that's hit a new high of day hundreds of times a day, and it's hitting a high a day now into the afternoon window, tells me that stock is very, very bullish, and good chance it's going to continue to spike. It may sound counterintuitive, but this is an old day trading axiom, but stocks that hit new high days tend to continue to hit new high days because it's showing up on everybody's scanner, and it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. So that's one of the biggest things I want you to focus on. And we've also got the high-low ticker. So what this shows you is, and this is a great tool to gauge sentiment as well. So you can see Actually, a great day for Apple today. Going back to the news today, you may be watching this video down the road, but as of today, the news hit. We're in the late summer 2019, and there's a lot of trade war news. And today, the administration released the fact that they were going to pull back some tariffs on mobile phone technology, and notice Apple hit a new high today, 957 times today. So now, Apple's not a penny stock. You may not be able to trade it with a small account, but think about it. If this was a $2 stock that hit the high of the day 957 times, that's interesting to me. That's a trade I'm going to look and focus, see what the news is, and look to trade it. So, and then you can move on down through the list. You can see in one snapshot, one click with StocksToTrade, I can see the top 15 strongest stocks, basically. I know they're all at or near a new high a day. I know they've hit that high a day. The smallest one is Delta Airlines, 94 times. It hit the high of the day. And then on the flip side, just to kind of wrap up this illustration, you can also see stocks that hit in the low of the day. I don't necessarily use this. I believe in the bull market we're buying strong stocks. But once the bear market comes, eventually, you can look for these new lows, especially maybe to buy dips or to short new lows. A lot of these, you can see a stock like SO was probably the weakest stock of the day. I'm guessing if I brought up the stock chart, you'd see it continue to fade all day. So it can give you shorting opportunities as well. And then just last thing, you'll notice this orange bar that simply denotes on the low side, these two stocks hit a new 52-week low. And then if on the bullish side, if they were highlighted in orange, it would be a new 52-week high. Just today, when we're filming this, we don't have any new 52-week highs on any of these stocks. So these are some of the best tools, simple tools, okay? You'll hear me, if you've watched a lot of these videos, you'll hear me say it a lot. KISS, keep it simple, stupid. Price, volume, percent change, and news. And it's simple tools that find the best trades, because remember, the stock market's supply and demand. The simpler the trade, the more likely the herd is going to come in, the more likely you're going to get that explosive volume. So let me know below, do you use the new high a day scan? I'm surprised frequently when I talk about people, I mentioned it, I'm like, hey, what's your HOD scanner called? We call it the HOD scanner, the high a day. And I say, what's your HOD scanner saying? And they're like, well, I don't use it. So I'm curious, do you use a high a day scan, and has it worked for you? Comment below, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching our video. Be sure to comment below with any trading related question. We love answering your questions. Also, like and share with your friends, and be sure to subscribe to be notified as soon as our next video hits. And if you're looking to expand your trading knowledge, don't forget to check out all of our other videos, and be sure to click the trial below. Check out StocksToTrade. I think it is one of the best, most rapidly advancing softwares out there. Be sure to check out our trial.